And she will
be loved.
And she will
be
loved. What would it start? Good morning, you bad, beautiful bitch. You today is Wednesday, August 2nd. Happy August, everybody. Huh?
Hello.
Wow.
Summer's flying.
That's
it is.
crazy.
Yeah, it's thick, Rick. Humidity-wise here, I'm chafing in places you should never chafe.
Yeah.
You know?
Not even humidity. I think the Statue of Liberty building, you know that tall one in Boston?
What?
There we go.
Oh, my God.
It's been struck by lightning like 6 times this summer. Have you seen those pictures?
Empire State Building?
Yeah, but that's
The
not here
Statue
either.
of Liberty.
Yeah, but she said Statue of Liberty building.
York?
I don't know. Just a tall building with a point at the top.
The Prudential Center?
Maybe. No. One with the point at the top.
It's in New York,
No, it's here.
but you started with Statue of Liberty.
It was the first thing that came to mind.
Uncanny. No one's had their coffee yet. It's pandemonium in studio. Ashley's yawning up a storm. Good to see you guys.
Right.
You know, you're right. I did see something. Some Zeus struck down lightning in Boston. You
Yep.
know?
Well, we've been having that. It's been raining, thunderstorms, and
Yeah.
lightning for like 2 months straight.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Whatever.
Fenway's underwater. See the videos of that?
That was crazy.
Yeah. Oh,
There's
yeah.
kids swimming. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, wasn't that at one of the concerts?
Gillette also
Yeah,
got.
yeah.
Ooh, and then
rained
did you
out.
see Hampton Beach, the plane?
No, what happened
You
there?
didn't see that? It
didn't see
landed
that?
in the beach, the plane.
No, like a commercial plane.
You need to chug a coffee before these. A plane
Like a-
landed in the water
In the
at
water.
Hampton
At the
Beach.
beach.
All right, like a 2-seater
Like
plane,
a
or like
Steve's plane.
Yeah. I was thinking like JetBlue coming.
No,
down.
like a Cessna plane. Yeah.
So a plane
Wow.
still landed at the beach.
In the water at
Did
the
they,
at
beach.
the beach.
Not
did
at the
they
beach.
survive?
They did. I thought you were going to say,
Okay.
did they serve like alcohol on board? What the fuck is happening? We are
Holy
falling apart. Unbelievable. This is supposed to be a hot takes relationship episode. It's turned into the quickest hot topics we've ever seen. Fenway's underwater. Lightning strikes Lady Liberty.
Right.
Aliens are real. Hampton Beach jetliner down.
That's-
Wow.
Sorry.
So some headline news stories though.
Gotta catch everybody up.
Right.
Wow. I put a questionnaire on Instagram stories a couple days ago, an anonymous link
Yep.
called, what's it called? Not Gonna Lie, I believe the app is
Yeah,
called.
NGL.
Great app. I got some wild,
The anonymous is the best because people get like more vulnerable and
Well, I was gonna
ask
say
stuff.
you get a lot. You must get a lot more like people contributing when it's anonymous, just being like, yeah, whatever. Like he's not
Totally.
gonna know.
I asked one. I wonder if Kevin's gonna bring it up.
really?
He
Yeah.
doesn't know it's you though, right?
No.
Ooh.
So yeah, we get a lot of weird ones because like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Their names aren't attached to it.
Like screw it.
They're like, oh, fuck it, I'll go all in. We'll start like on the lighter side, and then I have some of the heavier stuff
Roger that.
coming for the middle. From Anonymous, he is 2.5 months out of a 5-year relationship. He thinks he's ready to date. Should I get emotionally invested after 4 dates? So they've been on 4 dates. This is what I mean. We were saying this off air. Some of these
like-
with Anonymous, I don't. Maybe is Uranus passing Mars or something.
I don't know
'Cause
what's going on, but
something seems
it's
weird
almost like
in
you want to
the-
ask them back. Well, what do you think?
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of these seem a little
I think
more.
a lot of it, people just have to kind of like the reason why people go to therapy to like talk to someone that they don't know personally. I think the anonymous questions are like, I just got to get it out.
Right.
Get some type of
Yeah.
like people who don't know me response.
Right.
But I think for a lot of these, or at least I hope so, people type them and they're like, oh, you know, I can answer.
But they
that
still hit
question.
send. So
Right,
there is
right.
like this is maybe that's what this is called,
one's
like
not bad, though.
therapy with no limits. No limits
Right.
therapy session.
Right.
Oh, I like that.
You know?
Yeah, that's not bad.
Therapy.
So put our therapy monocle on.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
What was the? Yeah. Say it again. What was the question?
He is 2.5 months out of a 5-year relationship.
Okay.
He thinks he's ready to date.
Okay.
She is asking, should I get emotionally invested after 4 dates? So they've been on 4 dates. It's obviously come up in conversation where he's like, hey, I am 2.5 months out of a 5-year relationship.
Which is
5 years.
That's not that short.
That's college plus you redshirted 1 year.
Right.
You know, so you're at 5.
Well, my
That
other thing is, so if he's only 2.5 months out of his 5-year relationship and they've been on 4 dates, typically, not always, but
He's almost
typically,
cheating.
Yeah.
right. Actually,
That's
Yeah.
been, you've probably been dating for at least a
Right.
month now or so.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, I think that if he's being mature enough, like for some people, you were just in the wrong relationship and you realize like, okay, I want more than this. So if he's mature in that aspect, then I think like it's definitely a great conversation to have. But if you're just kind of the side chick, like
That's true.
see, this is I'm telling
not
you,
side chick, what's it called?
here we go.
But she could have
Sorry.
started out that way. Like you said, 2 months out and 4 dates. So unless
Right.
they just cranked out 4 dates in the
Right.
first month,
Right.
you know what I mean? He might have been, and you're not going on the first date just like texting her day one, being like, hey, you want to go on a date? So they built up like communication.
Yeah.
So he must have been,
And to play,
so I wouldn't even trust this kid.
but to play devil's advocate, maybe in his old relationship, they were for the last 6 months they were not even really hanging out. He was like,
Right,
we've been on
but
the
then-
rocks for 6
Yeah.
months.
But
Like,
then-
I'm out of here.
Yeah, but then
And
you
then
make
he-
it known, and he wouldn't be 2 months out of a relationship. He'd be 6 months out.
No, I know, but like they didn't officially break up till June. It's now, you know,
Right.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
I mean, that's
but we were on the rocks since December.
Yeah.
You know,
I think they just need to have a conversation, but I think the fact that she already knows this much information is like a good sign. Clearly, they've talked about like the past.
I
and
agree.
Stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty quick though. I'd say.
Yeah,
I'd say
I believe
hold
you're
off
right.
a little bit, just because he's
could have
probably
AIDS.
still talking to his ex. Like, and I'm not saying like now, but another month goes by or like something. I don't know. It's just I don't know.
Yeah.
It's quick.
yeah.
Guys heal later too, don't
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
they?
1000%.
Oh yeah.
It takes more than 2 months after a 5-year relationship. I'd say if he was dating her for like a year or two and then he's 2 months out, I'd say go
Right.
for it. 5 years, like that's an investment.
I agree.
And I
I
don't
think
think-
too. I said this. I said this to Colin, my twin. She's gonna love that we mentioned that.
Yep.
Take some time for yourself. Take some time to heal.
Right.
You know, emotionally. I love this one. Ready? People are always like, this is like a question in there somewhere that we'll come across. But someone's like, I am emotionally healing, but I'm also talking to a guy right now.
Right.
What should
Why?
I do?
You
And
should
it's like,
chill out.
You gotta focus on you first and be good to go, and then go into a relationship. And I love the analogy of when you're on a plane and the stewardess is like giving you the lay of the land of like, here's the exits and here's
Right.
how to buckle a seat buckle, you idiot. And
Yep.
if you take on water, here's where your life jacket is. But then they'll say when the masks drop from the ceiling, to put on your own mask first,
Right.
and then help those
Right.
around you, because you can't help others
When you're dead.
when you're dead. So make sure you're good first, then move on, and boom. You know?
I'd say that's good
Good
advice.
advice.
You like that? Yeah. Thank you. So, dude, answering these, like doing a lot of these, you feel like,
Kevin's like about to break up with me. He's like, I've done some self questioning, and
so on that notion, it's been lovely. Here we go from, we have
Anonymous.
you know what we should almost get?
From Anonymous.
We'll have to get like, do you ever watch Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Oh yeah.
And
Way
when
back.
what's his face goes into like the question, it's like the lights dim and then the music's like
Yeah.
"Dun-dun-dun."
Yeah.
I'll have to do that for these anonymous questions. From Anonymous. Dun-dun-dun. Dating 5 years and he realized he might not want marriage or kids ever, but doesn't want things to end. What to do when you love someone, but they don't know, but they don't want the same as you.
do you want me to read these?
Just like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Did I sound like Regis there? So which is it? Are you gonna phone a friend or what, pal? Let me read that again.
Yeah.
I think the problem is it's not that I'm not taking ownership here. Their grammar is all over the place.
Okay.
So I'm fighting through.
That plus a 5th grade reading
Yeah.
level.
Oh, yeah, exactly. God did hooked on phonics, never got hooked. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Let me try again. Dating 5 years? Fuck me.
Yeah.
Read that. No, I'm going to fight through this.
Okay.
Dating 5 years and he realized he might not want marriage or kids ever, but doesn't want things to end. What to do? What to do is just a crazy way to start a sentence.
What to do?
What to do when you love someone, but they don't know, but they now don't want the same as you. You know what I mean?
All right.
It's a grammar
Yeah.
nightmare.
No, I gotcha.
Did you get the question?
I think that for me personally, that's a deal breaker. So if I
Yeah.
were to be with a girl and she says I don't want kids, It sucks. Like, I don't care how much you love them. If you're dead set on having kids and you want a family and this guy doesn't, there's really no way to go about
Sayonara.
it. You try to convince him otherwise for a little bit, and if he's not budging, then you got to get out of there because...
Right.
But even at that point, you try to convince him, he says yes, it's not genuinely what he wants, then he's going to be the father that leaves. And now you're going to be a single mom, and like your kids are now going to be a little bit messed up. I just think that like just as much as like he can't force you to not want kids, you can't force him to want kids, and it does suck. But like he can be a person that you love and was like a good chapter of your life, but like you can't build a family with someone who doesn't want to build a family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to get out of that. And they've been together how long?
That
5
was
years.
they've been together dating 5 years.
Dating 5 years,
I'm
and
curious.
it's just now getting brought up.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm curious about that one.
You know what I'm realizing as we do more of these? What's missing in all these relationships?
Communication.
Communication. That's the
No
thing,
one's
too.
talking.
Dude,
You know?
I tell a girl like what I want to name my kids first time we start talking.
Right.
I'm like,
For sure.
like, I'm like that.
Right.
So it's like 5 years in and you're just figuring out that he might not want kids.
Right.
The communication is lacking already. He doesn't want kids. You do. You got to get out.
Yeah. That would be my same advice.
That was actually my aunt, Auntie Jolene. She talks all the time about this one guy. She's like, he was the absolute love of my life. And I'm like, oh, what happened? She's like, he wanted kids. She did not want kids. And like, as the woman, so she to this day, I think he has like a whole family now. And she's like, he was the love that I lost, but like, I wasn't going to sacrifice my life just to like please him.
She still holds strong to that. Like, I'm glad I didn't have kids.
She's very glad, yeah. Oh God, she looks at me and my siblings and she's like, I
there
am
you go.
so happy.
It's
Is she going to be at the wedding?
Of course,
should be the wedding.
she will be at the wedding. She's 64 also.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Your time to strike. Hello. Here's an interesting one. This one's very broad.
Okay.
Ready for this?
Yeah.
From Anonymous. What's the worst advice you've ever given? You've ever given to someone?
Given.
I think if it's meant to you, it'll come back. Because then it just leaves people sitting there waiting. I used to always get the advice, like your high school relationship that would always break up with you. And it's like, he'll come back. And I'm like, okay, he's going to come back. So then like you like push off like your happiness in your life waiting for them to come back. And I think there's like certain aspects of it that it's like, yeah, like you may make your way back to each other or something may come your way, but that doesn't mean like you shut out everything else. And I've definitely given that advice to other people.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah. So is this for like worst relationship advice you ever given or just in general?
It's very general. Worst advice you ever given.
Yeah, worst advice I've ever given was probably just telling my boys to keep drinking when I know nothing good is gonna happen.
Chug a 12 pack.
Yeah, keep
Do
drinking.
it.
Colin's best/worst trait is we'll be out at a bar and everyone's absolutely annihilated. And Colin will go, Colin, you look over, he's holding 3 Bud Lights, hammered, and he'll go, let's have one more.
Yeah.
Let's just
one
do
more.
I'm drowning.
Yeah.
Now just someone hand me a Bud Light.
Yeah, you know nothing good's gonna happen
Yeah.
after that. You're already way too drunk as it is, and I encourage him to keep drinking. That's the old Colin, though.
Yeah. I
I was
would
gonna
say
say,
even
you
better.
2.0 is
Yeah,
great.
I can't drink the way I used to, nor do I want to. that
Yeah.
much, so is what it is.
Catch people up to speed on Began. Began
Yeah.
loves Southie, obviously.
Yeah. It was
Loves going out, loves going out for a good time. Has now changed himself
Yeah.
to basically the opposite. Like not going out.
Yeah, because
Not drinking.
I kept finding myself like, say if it was a Friday and I'm getting out of work and I'll be sitting there like, all right, I want to go out tonight, trying to plan something, calling you guys, calling Kyle, working stuff out. And in my head at that point, I'm always like, oh, it's going to be so much fun. And then every night I was doing it for the past however many times like prior. I would get, and like at the same time too, it would be like 10:30, not too late, but late enough. And I'd just be like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
What am I doing here? And then I got someone talking to me. They're hammered, so they're like super close.
Yep. Spin all
I'm
over
looking
you.
around, and I'm sweating, and like
Yeah,
my Bud
reeks in
Light's
there.
warm because I haven't really been drinking it like I used to. And like Southie, dude, it's the same people. Not saying there's anything wrong. We love all you guys.
Love you guys.
But it's the same people, same conversations,
Right.
same drink, same seat,
Right.
same everything.
Yep.
Like I know exactly what's going to happen. I
Yeah.
know the stories we're going to tell. I know
Yep.
the jokes we're going to tell. it's like,
Look at you.
Yeah, it was just too much.
I've known Colin
It
my
was too
entire
much.
life. This is the most mature I've ever seen you.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
I couldn't keep doing it. So and I was blacking out.
Yeah.
every single. weekend.
That's how you know you're maturing. This is how I know I'm growing old.
Yeah.
I won't go out unless I know I got a place to sit.
Right,
You know, we have a
right.
reservation. Like we're
Right.
not doing the whole line thing.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
Where were we recently where we were like, oh, so Ashley and I go to New York City. This is like 24
yeah.
hours ago or like 48 hours ago. We go to New York. My twin sister who loves going out. Loves the
Did you guys end up going out in New York?
So she lived in New York for like 2 years. Obviously,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
this.
I remember that.
She lives for it. Dinner starts at 11:30 p.m. Then we're club, bus,
No
another club.
chance.
And
Bus.
Ashley and I get to New York. We have the same routine. We check in the hotel.
Yeah.
We do whatever we got to get done during the day, and then us going out. The Plaza Hotel lobby bar.
Yeah, easy.
They're playing jazz music.
Right.
You
Frank's
have
always playing.
the ratio from your bartender to the 10 seats that can
Right.
fit at the bar is amazing. You
Right.
know,
you don't got a group of bros standing behind
No.
you, leaning in,
Oh,
trying
God.
to
you
take
get
shots.
you get some oysters
Yeah.
and like peanuts and
Little aphrodisiac.
Actually, the best. There was
plow through drywall after a couple of those.
there was one girl who walked in. Listen, your style is your style. Mind you, it's 11 o'clock at night. Rolls in with those skinny glasses.
Ooh.
You know.
I know what you're
Colin
talking
likes
about.
it. Sits
He's
down.
like, keep going. I'm listening.
Literally basically made this one girl who was next to us like get up. She already was like cashed out and was gonna leave, but like basically they like rushed her to get up so she could have a photo shoot at the bar. And the bartender literally goes, "Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
stop."
that's cringeworthy
like
too.
Very,
people
very
are
much
trying
so.
to like enjoy like
Yeah.
a nice
Yeah.
night. So it's like also stuff like that we like everyone's kind of an adult sitting there.
Yes.
And New York, you got to be careful in New York. I used to go out there like years ago, and I like New York like during the day, and then doing the stuff that like you guys were talking about. If you want to do like a quick dinner, grab a drink at like a nice place. But as far as like going out in New York, dude,
Yeah.
that's a tough call.
I'll put this flag
tough
in the
one.
dirt right now, which I think is mixed two lines together.
Yeah, I don't think that's a thing.
I draw this line in the sand.
Yeah,
What's the flag one? Plant this flag.
I don't know.
No
I don't
idea.
know. I don't even know what you were going for. I understood.
Well, you know what they say? You can bring a cow to water, but you can't get it
to drink. Just like you can bring a horse to water, but you can't get it to drink. Oh, man.
How the turntables have turned. I'll only go out now if it's a night with Hurley.
Yeah.
Boom.
Let's
go.
I'll
That
put
does
that
make
in
sense.
Yeah. Whatever saying would match that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Shoe
that
was
works.
on the other foot.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm only going out if Hurley's on the ones and twos.
Right. Mhm.
Those are the best. I live for those nights.
Yeah, that
wedding
was a
night.
blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
like I really live for those
That's my
nights.
next time going out.
Because we've
Yeah.
been out before at pretty much like kind of the same spots, and it's a different vibe
Yeah.
when it's
That's
like not Hurley on the ones and twos.
Hurley
you know?
on the ones and twos at your wedding, and then your wedding will probably be like the first time I'm gonna be like drinking for real in a
Oh,
long
really?
time. Well, I'm gonna like
You'll have a
drink.
casual.
I'll have a casual beer here and there, like for
Right.
now. But like I said, I'm not doing Southie blacking out every weekend. So like,
yeah.
I don't know, I gotta pace myself.
here
at
we
your
go.
wedding, you know what I mean?
The deep breath in.
I know I'm not gonna be able to drink too much before the speech because I'm just gonna be saying some shit.
That's gonna be a wild one.
Oh,
No, that'll be
nervous.
fun. Don't be nervous. It'll be good.
It's gonna be great. All right, let's get back to. I'm gonna have you read this one
Oh, okay. Is this the one that? Okay.
from
Anonymous. Dun, 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 dun.
This one actually killed me when I first read it.
Mm.
How do you hint that you're ready to be engaged without putting pressure? Been together for 6 years. Did Ashley just come and say it straight to you?
What was that word in there? Without what?
Pressure.
Pressure.
That is what you are. That's precious.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
It's okay.
We're all over the place. Read the question one more
Yeah,
time.
one more
Sorry.
time.
Back to you.
How do you hint that you're ready to be engaged without putting pressure? But been together for 6 years. Did Ashley just come out and say it straight to you?
I shake my head at these questions. Like,
It does.
It disgusts me.
It's interesting, right? Because there's no communication going on
No,
in any of these.
not one.
That's the,
I mean, there are different things to think about. Like 6 years. Have they been dating since they were like 15. But at
Right, we
some
don't know how
point,
old.
like,
Right.
yeah.
What's
but, like,
he been overseas? Is he a veteran and they don't
Right.
talk much?
Right.
You know?
But at the same time, like, you and I were talking marriage date 1.
Date
Right,
one.
right. That's see.
So did Ashley just come out and say it straight to you? No. I think you were planning our wedding before I was. Like,
Yeah.
I had so many walls up, and Kevin was literally planning our wedding, and I was like, all right, you need to, like, step on the brakes.
Chill
bro."
out.
Yeah.
I was
I
like,
love
here's what I'm
you.
thinking. Yeah. You know what they say? Something new, something old, something blue.
Right.
You know?
Well, when you know, you know. you know?
Exactly. So
Yeah, 6 years into it, you don't want to put pressure on him. 6 years, you should know him well enough to be like, buddy, am I getting a ring or
100%.
not?
Yeah.
100%.
It shouldn't be pressure. Like, a conversation is never pressure. If you're sitting there, like, giving an ultimatum, like you have, and honestly, for some relationships, it might get to that depending on, like, your age and, like, how long you've been, like, discussing it. But you can have a conversation about the, like, I don't understand why everyone thinks it's pressuring someone to have these conversations.
Right.
Everyone always said I was pressuring you during it. And I'm like, just because we openly speak about it and we're on the same page is not pressuring somebody. Like,
see, I think the ultimatums is when there's pressure.
that's what I
Right,
said.
right.
Like
That's
I would
what-
almost
yeah.
steer clear of being like, hey, it's this or that, or I'm out.
Yeah.
You
No,
know?
absolutely.
And then if they don't get their way, they're out. Like, yeah, just freaking
Just talk to your
go
partner.
out tonight. Go out if you're in Boston. Go to Brico, great little bar in the North End. You know,
Right.
get a couple beverages,
Right, like-
get an appetizer, and just look each other in the face and talk.
Right.
Answering some of these, like I'll put some of them on back of my Instagram story and answer them.
Yeah.
And as I'm typing it out,
It just,
I'm almost screaming in my phone.
yeah,
you know?
it
'Cause
makes no sense. Like, because I think of it as like if you were to hit me up.
Right,
Being like,
exactly.
hey, man, I really wanted to bring this up to Ashley, but I'm like super nervous on, what her reaction is going to be. Like, what, dude?
Right.
And you guys haven't been together for 7 years yet.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
No.
I would
Yeah.
be like, dude, fucking talk to her.
Yes.
I guess.
I think the
100%.
thing that we've seen it with so many different people is they're like, I'm just scared because I don't want to know the answer because then I have to start new and I'm already like 28 and I don't have enough time. It's like, okay, so you're just gonna sit there for the next 4 years now, and you're 32 and you have
Right,
to
then
go
you're
through it.
screwed.
Like,
He's screwed.
yeah,
Screwed.
like you can't be scared of the response. You should be scared of still living the way you're living right now with
And
the unknown.
Wouldn't that say something to you if, like,
Yeah.
you must know him well enough to be scared of his response if you're talking about kids or
Oh, yeah.
marriage, to where in your head you kind of know he might not want that,
Right.
or
Yeah.
something like that. If
Yeah,
you're
it's,
nervous about what his response would be, because if you think to yourself, I know he wants kids, I know he wants to get married, you wouldn't be nervous to bring it up. You know
God,
what I
no.
mean?
We were literally talking about, Ashley and I had our first date ever. We've told the story, but I'll give the high level. We're at the beach, 8-hour-long date at the beach. We talk about all the things you're not supposed to talk about.
Right. Who'd you vote for?
Yeah, literally.
How much do you make a year after taxes?
Yeah, exactly.
That was my first question. I was like, okay.
Politics, babies,
Right.
marriage, and by that
Exes,
you
like-
almost leave with a good synopsis of like, oh, okay, yeah, this could actually
See, it could,
work,
it could work, and sometimes, like for me, it doesn't work
Right,
for some reason.
right.
Like
But that's good. If it doesn't work, then that's not your
Right,
person. You
right.
got it out of the way.
Got it out of the way.
because
Yeah.
I am exactly like what you were doing. I will talk about if I like you and we're sitting down on a date, I will bring up marriage.
Right.
I will bring up kid. I'll be the one to do it. So
Like, sir, is that a boner?
No, it doesn't have to be creepy. Like, I want to marry you. It could just so that the other
I want
person knows,
marriage.
like, this
Yes.
isn't casual. Like, I'm dating for marriage and I do want this in my future. And, like, I don't want to waste your time as much as I don't want you to waste my time.
right.
Like, so just, and it doesn't have to be like, oh, yes, I'm ready to marry you. Just like, yeah, I'm actually at that chapter in my life where I am looking for something serious.
Right.
Yes, very well said.
Yeah.
This is where the questions get a little more raunchy. This,
Let's
Oh,
get it.
no.
this one's a little interesting. This is why it's hilarious that people come to me for this advice because I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
From Anonymous.
We should put the camera on Hurley's face just to get like a fresh face reaction.
Did you guys read this question? Did I share this one already?
If it's the one that we think it is,
Yeah,
then yeah.
I think I know.
From
we could all
Anonymous.
answer it at the same time.
I'm being nice. I'm not talking.
My boyfriend hates going down on me and won't use his fingers. Suggestions on what to do.
Can I say it?
Please.
Your box smells.
Or at least Jesus Christ in there.
I'm sorry. I asked. I asked if I
Listen,
could
and
say
hey,
it.
I can't speak for all men, But I have not met a guy that if you're out, you're like, hey, on your lady, do you go down? I've never met a guy that's like, no,
hell no.
You know, it's not really my thing.
Hell no.
I prefer a good cardigan and a glass of wine.
And if you don't go down on her, there's got to be one reason.
Tuna fish.
No, I mean, this person could very well be like 16 asking you this.
No, my ratio,
Well, that's
my
inappropriate
followers
for
are
you to
No, I know.
ask.
24 to 32 is my 80% of my followers are 34 to 30.
Or maybe he has like a
24 to
bad-
32.
Well, would you
Maybe
think
he's just not good at it.
would you think our initial answer is wrong?
No, but I'm just trying
It's a hygiene.
to.
It's got to be a hygiene
Gotta
issue.
be, dude.
You know?
But would you
gotta be.
continue dating the person if that was the issue?
Well, that's why we need more context.
that might be
you know?
something where I'd be a little nervous to bring
Yeah.
up. It's not like the marriage talk of the kid. Like, how do you tell her it's thanks?
Could you imagine that conversation? She's like, do you feel the steam from my undercarriage?
You just got to
He
go
could've
buy her
been-
the product like as a gift. Oh, I just thought, I don't
Craziest
know. Yeah.
brand deal.
They gave it to me for free.
Oh my God.
He really could have, like, in a previous relationship, been told he was really bad at it or something.
Maybe he thinks it's a choking hazard.
Right.
Maybe it's a health risk.
Yeah, like,
Maybe, here's a deep thought. Maybe he's got the herpes and doesn't want to go down her box because he's going to transmit it to her. Boom. He's
well,
just.
I'd
don't
imagine
they
they
make
still
out or
have
something?
sex and
Yeah.
stuff.
Right.
Herpes is only if you eat her out. It's the only way you can get it.
Close the book.
That is it.
I really got to brush
Oh,
up on
wow.
my. Yeah, why the hell you guys come to me with all this?
Yeah. So
I'll never-
hygiene. Maybe next time
maybe
take
a
a
hygiene
shower
thing.
and then
Right.
That was
Do it in
probably
the
mean.
shower or something
Yeah,
like
in the
that.
shower. There you go.
Here's an interesting one, and I'm curious Colin's take here, seeing as he's in it. You know,
Yeah. Let's get it.
from Anonymous.
Dun dun dun.
Why is it so hard to find a guy that actually wants to commit?
Why is it so hard to find a guy that wants to commit? I think a lot of guys are set in their ways of like going out with the boys. That like it's
like a maturity thing you're saying?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
for me, it would kind of be like, or it used to kind of be like that, or it definitely was that
Yep.
because I would think to myself like, and not in a weird way, be like, do I want to go out with this girl, and then all my boys are going out doing this, and I just want to go have fun and not
FOMO.
worry about it, and FOMO and all
Yep.
that stuff. To where I don't know if it's like, I don't know why, like, I don't know, maybe
I think you're right though. You as a guy, you're analyzing what your friends are doing.
Yeah.
You're like, well, what are you guys up to on Friday?
Yeah,
It's like, oh,
and then
her.
it's like, all right, well, do you want to just like do the movie with her, or you want to go black out with your boys? And
Right.
if you're still in that stage, then
Yeah.
you want to go black out with your boys.
100%.
And it seems like, but they still want to have a girlfriend. It's weird because I was in that boat. Like, I still want a girlfriend.
Yeah.
I just don't want to take you out on dates and do, like it was like that. Obviously, everything's changed, but
I was gonna say,
don't
I
know.
think now you're like,
Maybe, yeah, it's like a maturity thing. And I'm
Yeah.
not saying that to say that I'm the most mature guy now, because that's not the case. But he's got to get over like those certain hurdles of just being
I
like,
agree.
you know what? Like, I'm not missing out on anything. I
Yep.
do want to take this girl out.
right.
And
I totally agree.
Yeah, maybe
So
that.
it's good.
I'm not sure.
This is like kind of like from a girl's perspective. So like you guys tell me if this is true. But one thing I always hate with girls is that when they're giving advice when someone's going through a breakup or like just like a difficult time, like, why won't he answer me back? We always will try to like make the other person feel better. And it's like, it's not you. Like, I think sometimes it is you, and like not in a wrong way, but like how many times like me, all my girlfriends, like say I would be like, or one of my friends would be talking to a guy and he never wanted to be serious, and then like so they end and like a month goes by and now he's serious and official with another girl, and it's
yeah.
like, okay, what the hell?
It
But
was
like
just,
sometimes
yeah.
it's just you're not the person for him. Like sometimes guys just need to find like their person who makes them want to stop going out with the guys and stuff
Right.
like that. And like
Totally.
it's not like you're a bad person, just like you weren't the person for him, and that's okay.
Yeah.
See, I like
Right?
that.
Like-
I think it's healthy to look yourself in the mirror and give yourself a non-watered down assessment.
Right.
Like just okay, what are my strengths?
Right.
What are my weaknesses?
Yeah.
What can I
Yep.
improve on?
I
You
think
know?
I would have gotten over so much other like heartbreak if I was just like, oh, it's not like that. He might come back. It's just he's not that chapter of his life. Like, no, bitch, it's just not you.
Right.
Like,
Right. Sometimes you just
It's
got to be
okay.
blunt.
Right.
You just
Yeah.
got to say it.
Right.
Yeah.
What was the first word? I just couldn't catch it.
no, bitch.
No, that was the last
Oh.
word.
It's 2 words.
You couldn't get over the what?
Heartbreak.
Doom, doom, doom.
I don't. Just saying heartbreak for those just trying to catch. I'm gonna have you. This is our.
It's too long.
Yeah, if I get a book,
if I get a book,
come on now, it's getting passed. You know,
is it funny or is it just like
it's
casual?
It's just like a.
Like I don't know if it's funny. I didn't read it.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't read it.
Ooh, this is kind of funky. I am trying to move. Her words are, I am trying to move in with my boyfriend to our first apartment house, but when I try to discuss this topic with him, it becomes a very hostile conversation about how he struggles to save money to do so, but loves to have fun. What would you do?
So she's
Priorities,
saying,
first off.
Yeah,
100%.
so she's saying like then he's not putting his money away. Like he has the money coming in, but he's just going out and
Right.
having fun.
Heroin through a fire hose.
Yeah, as opposed to putting it
Rather
towards
than
a
It's his
home.
priority list, and moving
Yeah.
in with you is not on the top of his priorities.
See how
correct.
easy
Yes.
that
That's
what I
was
mean.
though?
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
that's what
No, exactly.
blows my
But
mind.
like I'm not trying to be rude. I truly wish that like all girls gave like me the advice when I needed, and I gave to other people rather than try to beat around the bush.
Right.
It causes like it stings to hear, but like
Yeah.
you will get what you deserve quicker.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, you're not priority or moving in. I shouldn't say you're not priority one,
Right.
but
But
moving in
is not on this. And it's
top of the list.
With these, I almost wish you could like message them back directly. If you get a little more context of like, if she's,
22.
21,
Right,
22,
right.
like, bitch, he's not trying to move out.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you don't even let him have his fun, and same
Right.
vice versa. Go do your thing, have your
Right.
fun. But yeah, you hit it right in the nose.
Yeah.
Not a priority.
Yeah. Sorry.
So wicked sorry.
It's the same thing about like when people say like, "Oh, I'm just a bad texter." Like me too, but I will always respond for like you.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean?
almost a
Like-
little too much. Sometimes she'll
No,
double
but,
or
like-
triple text, and I'm like, yeah, decaf, honey. Let me slow it
It's
down.
because you don't look at the TikToks I send you.
She does. I'll tell you one quick little red flag for me. If your significant other is sending you more than 3 TikToks an hour,
That's
it's an
not a red
issue.
flag.
Yes, it is. It's an issue. That's absurd. 3 TikToks with the average TikTok being like 45 seconds is like
Yeah.
8 hours of my time.
It's not even.
It's ridiculous.
It's not that bad, dude. I'll be at work and
It's my
I'll get
love
off
language.
work with like 80 notifications.
Yes.
So in my head, I'm thinking the girl I really like answered me, like she liked one of my pics or something like that.
Yeah.
No. Shout out to Kyle. It's the Bud Light Boys, which
Yeah.
we don't call ourselves that anymore due to political reasons.
Oh Jesus.
But it's them just sending memes and TikToks all day. I
Yeah.
probably get 100 a day
Yeah.
from the boys.
Yeah, it is
So
a lot.
3
No, I'm saying,
That's not terrible.
I'm saying 3 is good.
Yeah.
In this instance, like if it's 3 an hour,
3 an
I can keep
hour.
up with that cadence.
Yeah.
It's not 3 an hour. I'm getting probably 100 a day.
You should
You know?
just feel so loved that I'm not next to you, and I see something and it makes me.
That's
it
true.
reminds me of you.
That's true.
It's really
You'll just, if it wasn't her, you'd just be getting the same 100 from the boys.
right. It's
Just
true.
about, weird stuff.
It is. It's accurate.
Yeah.
It's very accurate.
What else we got?
Anything good?
The other one, I actually have some ones that I don't even think I've opened yet. So we're really flying
Ooh, let's
blind.
just yeah.
Just go for it.
Yeah. Say just some people. Do you have a middle name? Was the one that some people
yeah,
are.
next-
Anonymous? That had to be. It's James.
Wow.
So,
Hello.
Give away my info quick. Yeah.
well, it's like the actor.
I know. We wanted Kev to have Colleen's middle name. That way
Francis?
his initials would be KFC.
maybe get a discount.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting one from Anonymous. My girlfriend is a Yankees fan. I love her. But go Sox. Any advice on how to handle this? Yeah, pal, you leave. All right? Okay? If you're
Yeah,
a
New
real
York.
Sox fan, you'll leave her tonight.
Yeah.
All right?
That's tough.
That crazy? Girlfriend Sox fan, Yankees fan, he's a Sox fan.
Yeah.
You know? You got to bow out.
Yeah. I mean, watch more football and hockey, I'd say.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's fair too.
Look at Colin being all nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But what if she's like, yeah, I like the Rangers?
Right. Well, I
like-
mean, she's
Yeah.
from New York, apparently, right?
I would hope so.
It just says my girlfriend is a Yankees fan. I love her, but go Sox.
Right.
So
Yeah. Well, go Sox. And we can love her except when the Sox play the Yanks.
yeah,
There you
it's
go.
true. From Anonymous,
Dun, dun, dun.
I want to get married, but my boyfriend of 7 years, quotes here, claims he doesn't. ... Could he be bluffing? I overthink everything, so this could be nothing.
Right. Well, she says
I think you're
claims.
underthinking.
Yeah,
We're
claims
underthinking.
as in if he claims it, like then he said that means he doesn't want to.
Imagine
I don't
saying
think
that.
it's a claim. You're just trying to tell yourself in your head that there's a chance.
Right.
We should really become therapists because it'd be very
Right.
easy to sit there and say, imagine someone sitting in front of you and they're like, look, I want to get married,
Yeah.
but my boyfriend of 7 years claims.
Yeah, claims.
He doesn't. You know,
So
could
he
you
told
believe
me
that?
he doesn't want to
Sarah?
get married, but I don't buy it.
No, Sarah, he doesn't want to get. This is one I actually answered and put on my Instagram.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Actions and talk are two different things,
Yeah.
but when a guy does both parallel to each other, he means what he's saying.
Yeah,
You
and
know what I
also
mean?
that's another thing too. Like in a relationship, is like sometimes you can just believe your partner.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
if they tell you something, you just believe it.
Ashley
like,
has a
they're not gonna
mangina.
Well, you know,
We don't know. Medical science, the jury's still out on it.
How
Yeah.
is that what we came
That
up with?
was-
Kidding. I don't know.
Like how?
She's lasered.
but I'm saying like you don't have to like I feel like when I see like women will be like, oh, you know, they don't trust when he says he's going here.
Right.
I don't think like you can have that thought process in your head, but like in other topics, like, yeah, babe, I don't want to get married.
Right.
You could take that at face value.
Right.
I
Right.
think he wouldn't just say that if he really did want to get married.
Especially of 7
so
years.
it's not like he claims like there's
No.
Yeah.
What?
She
And
doesn't wanna get
after
married.
7 years, I would hope you had numerous conversations on this.
Right.
Not that it was just like hey, you want to get married, right? No. Oh, okay. And that was the end of like the entire conversation. I have to assume you've had many conversations over many years and they've all been, I don't want to get married.
Right.
And this just seems it's that situation where it's like, I love him. And if I leave him now, like I have to start from scratch. That's going to take so long. I've already given up so many
Right.
years of my life. Well, you're about to give up even more years of your life. Like, what are you going to do? Trap him with the pregnancy? Like he's going to leave.
Yeah,
Like
don't
that's
do that.
what people
that.
do,
Don't do
though.
that.
Oh, yeah.
It's so sad.
Don't do that.
Oh, he's been
Like-
claiming he doesn't want it for 7 years.
Now he claims he doesn't want a
Yeah.
baby. We named the baby claims.
Yeah.
You know that?
Everyone like
Meet
deserves
little clams.
to
Right.
be.
Go to small claims court. Try to claims.
Claims.
You guys.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
So
It is what it is.
yeah, a lot of this is just to sum it all up. It's common sense.
Yeah.
Have a conversation with your partner, would you?
I said,
You know?
the truth is just sometimes really hard to face.
All right. So it's like you
Yeah.
said, like you kind of do, maybe you do need some people you don't know smacking you in
Yeah.
the face a little
Right.
bit with the truth.
Yeah.
That outside perspective, because the friends are probably like, "Oh no, like, well,
Right. Trying to
Yeah.
make her feel
Oh,
yeah.
good.
No, no,
thinking
no.
exactly
Outside
what we
perspective.
said.
Exactly.
And she wants to hear it. You know,
Precise.
from- yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't want to marry you.
No.
I mean, not, yeah.
well, maybe."
Maybe
It
that
seems
is it.
like that's the case.
Sorry.
You know?
He just
Yeah.
wants to date you for a very long time.
Yeah. You know, so we'll open this back up to, I guess we'll land this again back on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Hit me up in the DMs if we answered your question.
Yeah.
And if there's a follow up or if there's more context.
Right.
Maybe this would be cool to like pair people's questions with their phone number, have them leave their phone number.
Right, and then
we
you could
answer
give
the
them-
question, then we call them.
Right.
Yeah, that's so anonymous.
No, I'm not saying on anonymous. Just do it
Oh,
on
okay,
Instagram
yeah,
questions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And knock out both.
Yeah.
Because imagine if you had someone on the line with like, hey, here's my question.
Right.
And then now we can be like, okay, what the fuck is going on in
Yeah,
that brain?
what are you
know?
doing?
I think we really should make like a no limits therapy session and like maybe like once a month that's what we do. And like maybe people will like oh shit, okay, like let me kind
Yeah.
of gets them like to be a little bit more ballsy to ask. And
We
stuff,
get a
too.
lot of like in the DMs relationship questions. So maybe that becomes,
Yeah.
Or like
Maybe
one of
that-
them recently like was how did you and I discuss finances? Like that's at least one that I think you can ask people.
Yeah.
Not that you can ask about their finances, but like that's something that is a deeper conversation. So like if someone needs advice on that, great. If you need advice, like my boyfriend cheated 27 times, but I don't want to end things. It's
Right,
like, okay.
yeah.
Like you typed it out.
You got
know
me
what to do.
single as all hell giving you advice. That doesn't make any sense. Like, what?
People are insane.
Right.
Communicate with your partner.
Communicate.
Communicate.
I wish I had like the communication.
Yeah, because
SpongeBob
I would
Rainbow.
think
That's-
even in like a month into a relationship, I wouldn't be like I'm nervous to talk to you about anything.
100%.
Like hey Kev, I don't know what to say.
I think by what was it, date 4 or 5, I think we were letting out a good amount of flatulence.
Yeah.
At that
Well,
point,
that's
you could say anything.
love.
You were.
Me, right.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean.
Right.
Like, how long do you wait to actually fart in front of your partner?
Right.
Once you're
It's a good
comfortable
question.
doing that, you're pretty much
you can
in.
do anything.
Yeah.
They say if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. I
Yeah.
think if you can fart in front of your partner, you can talk about anything.
That's love.
All right.
That is love. So, I mean, it is what it is, but
Hello.
common sense, people. Just
Yeah.
think about it a little more.
Yep. And with that, that is the No Limits therapy session.
Boom.
Colin Began, Ashley D'Amato, soon to be Ashley D'Amato Cooney. Hello.
Hello.
130 days out from the wedding. Look out for that.
138.
138, but who's counting?
Yeah.
All right. Wow. Your chance to enter into this wedding, by the way, is still open. You have till September 7th.
Yep.
We're going to pick a winner. You and a +1 are coming to I was going to give the location, but we'll leave that.
Yeah.
You're going to come to our wedding December 16th, a night on us, hotel room, food, drinks, dance floor. All you got to do is Venmo $10 to the Coonies on Venmo, and boom, you lock in your ticket.
Yeah.
Maybe we pick the winner here. Maybe we do it
Yeah,
live
sure.
here.
Oh, that could be fun.
Yeah, we do it on air.
Yeah.
You know?
I like it.
Yeah.
Because I think the 7th is a Wednesday.
It is a Wednesday.
It is?
The day the 7th is a Wednesday, so we have to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we would pick it when we film, but then like we announce it on the 7th.
Both of us. That's why she's here.
Yeah.
Lady of common sense. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the No Limits Podcast. Hugs and kisses. Love ya.
Peace.